Hello everybody, welcome to the assessment review of CTS module, and this time around we've got some special guests to show you some interesting parts about CTS that you should know about. And I'm sure some of you have seen some of the points that you've been accumulating, but you need to know why and how much more for you to get, and that's where we come in. And yes, as you can see the background there, we are in a magical world. Okay, so now we're going to go right into it, and we're going to open a special room to see where your marks are. So here goes. There you go. Now you're going to see the rubric. So now this is the assessment rubric so far, and I'm going to be touching on some aspects of the rubric. Now so far in your rubric, as you can see, every assignment rubric has been divided into two sections. Now the two sections that you're looking at right now is the fluency, flexibility as one section, and originality and elaboration as one section. Now fluency and flexibility is very much dedicated to your idea journal. Now in your idea journal, some of you there are the levels here that you need to achieve. So in these levels that you have to achieve, you have up to 5 points, because as you can see from the total breakdown of your journal points is 20%. And according to the strategy that has been uploaded and shown to you before, as you can see, every assignment contributes 5% to the idea journal, as you can see from the schematics. So all these percentage, including the 5% idea journal, the 40% project, and the e-portfolio, all these will be converted to XP points. So back to your rubric. Now in this rubric, you can see the percentage will be here, and it will be converted to XP points, and the XP points will be reflected in your leaderboard. And Mr. Shamsul will be talking to you about the leaderboard just in a moment. But before we get there, just a little bit more about what you are having here in your rubric. So you have up to 5 points to score from your rubric, and some of you have 3 points, some of you have 4 points, because if you get consistently 3 points, it means that you're not putting enough exploration. If you have more exploration, if you fulfill fluency, because fluency means quantity of ideas, and if it's flexibility, then expansion and development of ideas, if these are not adequate enough, you'll get points between 3, 4. Now, if you have excellent amount of ideas, exploration and expansion and development, so you will have between 4 and 5. Between 4 and 5? Yeah, 4.5 and 5. How interesting is that, isn't it? You could get full marks for your IDJ. So, but that's per one assignment. But what if you can get 5 points for every assignment for fluency and flexibility? Isn't that incredible? So your IDJ is dedicated to 2 sections of the Torrance test of creative thinking, which comprise of fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. When it comes to originality, it's all about how unique your ideas are. And when it comes to elaboration, how much of detail, embellishments, and how fantastic, how aesthetically pleasing your final outcome is. So what's important is for you to ponder about these 4 stages, these 4 aspects of the Torrance test of creative thinking, which is in the notes that's been handed out to you. Now if you do not download those notes, then you do not know what's going on. So I'm just telling you what's in the rubric. So if you got this rubric specifically done for you, and that's where we put the marks in, and that's the only place where we put the marks in your rubric, the only place, because we don't put your marks in anywhere else, because once your marks are in there, it will go straight to your main assessment sheet, like what you're looking at right here. So this is your main assessment sheet, and in this main assessment sheet you'll be able to see a breakdown And not just that, not just the whole entire breakdown of your marks, and you could see in terms of your total scores and the total amount of XP, TGC scores accumulated here, which you will know whether you have attained a kind of TGC scores that indicates your sense of readiness for your undergraduate studies. But then again, this is just the first semester, but we'll see how it goes in the second semester as well. So now you also have the final results sheets. Now the final result sheets are here in terms of percentage, and there's TGC 1 to TGC 8. Then you have attainment, percentages of attainment. These are some of the analytics that can be shown. My friend Jeff is going to be talking to you through the main dashboard, and that's where you're going to be graphically seeing where you're at. And my other colleague, Ms. Lojana, she's going to be talking to you about the TGC leaderboard. And in this case, be prepared to know some information. Right. Going back to your rubric again, and I think that most of you have done pretty well. And I'm looking at everybody else's rubric. This Alex, I'm looking at your rubric. Alicia, this is your rubric. And whoa, Alicia, you're a CTS creator. Alex was CTS explorer. And you can see your badges are appearing on your rubric, not just the leaderboard. And each badge represents the amount of XPs that's been accumulated as well. So far, Kim has a very high amount of XP, but that will be also reflected in your other, on the main dashboard and the leaderboard as well. So, this is not class. I can't ask you a question and you can reply. But when we do a live stream, eventually, you can be asking me as many questions as you want. However, this video is to inform you of your current progress.